Welcome to Norfolk, Virginia, home of the Old Dominion Monarchs, and we are close to a full house here as the fans believe that this team is close to keeping their promise. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Dukes will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense takes the field to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Quickly to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Monarchs want to move quickly.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And that pass intercepted. Got some room to run. The 20. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
The Dukes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Good, solid tackle. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He makes the connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. The Monarchs have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
And that is enough. First down for the offense.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Second down.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Touchdown, James Madison. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Third down play from the gun. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Monarchs send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Dukes will hustle to the line. The handoff as they run the counter play here. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
That's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Back to throw, it's Barnett. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The Dukes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He wants to pass it on second down. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Third down coming up.
Looking to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Monarchs line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. He's right on target. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knight. Tackled after picking up the first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Got his man quickly. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Offense in an empty set. On second down, he's looking downfield. It's complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Going for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dukes. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You could tell quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Monarchs will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. And the Dukes moving quickly to the line. off the RPO complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The offense in hurry-up mode.
Second down coming up.
To the air, it's Barnett. On target. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Unloads it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, James Madison. And the pummeling has started. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Wyoming. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Fires left. Got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And the Monarchs look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on 1st down. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Going for it all. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Goes to the option. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. It's a 2-possession game, so there's still a chance. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Dukes are in the hurry-up.
brings up...
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The offense set for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Young. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, ODU.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
So as big as that touchdown was, equally as big, converting this 2-point attempt and making it a 1-score game. On the ground. He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a 1-possession game here in the 4th. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. A first down for the offense. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year, and this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get